What's happening, good people? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee on a Thursday. Yes, I said it. Thursday. Man, we got a lot to go through today, bro. It's gonna be a loaded show. It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my guy Cell. Y'all listen. Just headlines over the last few weeks. Obviously, the NFL draft was last week. What Vols are now drafted, but then what Vols also got picked up. The basketball transfer portal. I saw early this week on Monday, it said that 3,600 players combined in college football and college basketball are in the portal. That was as of Monday. That is just we'll talk about the portal. Obviously, shout out to who I think I know I hesitate, but this is my era, so I can say this. I think she was the greatest Lady Vol of all time as far as Miss Candace Parker is retiring from the WNBA. And then obviously projections for 2025's draft already has some Tennessee fans excited about the potential of what James Pierce could do that's never been done in Tennessee history. So y'all know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. It's time to get it rolling. Happy Thursday. Man, tap in. We loaded today.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a banger. Let's get it.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it!
I don't know why, but hold on. I gotta run that back one time. Hold on. I don't know why, but that thing was hitting this morning. I'm gonna play this the old school one.
Okay.
I just had the music was hitting this morning. I
said, Throwback Thursday.
Let's go. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all, man. Happy Thursday. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building, Straight Up Tennessee. We here, man. Got Cell with me today. Oh, y'all, man, it has been a crazy last few weeks as far as in Knoxville, Tennessee. Everything going on from the end of the NCAA tournament. It's now May 2nd. What has happened in the transfer portal there for Tennessee and against Tennessee. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit about Candace Parker and what she meant to the University of Tennessee and what she still means to that university. Ask you a question, too, about just the Lady Vols in general we'll dive into as well. But then also, man, we're going to dive into what's the fall going to look like for the Vols football team. Obviously, this is a big year for a lot of guys on the roster to show up, I guess. Last year, you had a lot of guys that peaked in different points of the year, but now it is their last year. No more COVID year, no more this. Who are we looking forward to being that explosive guy that kind of blows up? Because obviously NFL draft boards have James Pierce going projected number 1, and we're going to dive all into that. But before we get it rolling, man, what's goody, bro? What's going on with you?
What's good, man? You know, new month. Almost getting into the summer, you know, just trying to make it a new month, new beginning, lock in on some personal stuff. But you know how that goes. How about yourself?
Oh, bro, staying busy. Yeah, you said new month. I'm like, I can feel a new month in the temperature, bro. I'm talking about 90 over here in Nashville today.
It's 90 for real?
Yeah, 89, 90, bro. You know, black folk, we round up. We round up except for when it comes to how much money we make. So, like, you know, you make like $4.50. You make $4. Yeah. Like, you ain't make $5, you made $4. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, y'all, NFL, that's goofy, right? But it's true, bro. Last week, y'all, man, the NFL draft Thursday, it was great, man. It was a great environment. I thought that Detroit hosted well. They said it was the largest NFL draft in like some years. So like 200 and something thousand people out there.
275. It's
Yeah, that might.
crazy too though, because I went to the first one when it was here in Nashville when they had like the block party.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine what it was like there if it's even more than that. Wherever you are, you stuck. If you gotta go to the bathroom or something, you better have a bag on you because
Like you
man,
really can't go
you
nowhere.
can't go nowhere.
God. See, I don't know if I would like that.
I wouldn't. I didn't. I didn't stay long. I left after like the fifth pick when it was in Nashville.
Dude, that's not. And yeah, and Broadway already is not that big.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I know that was a mess. But Joe Milton, Kamal Hadden, and Jalen Wright all get drafted. Jalen Wright goes in the 4th round to Miami, and then Joe and Kamal go in the 6th round. The theme of this draft to me was I felt like a lot of guys went way later, just in general, than I thought they would.
For sure.
And then
I'd say straight about that.
some guys went earlier than I thought they would. Like, and maybe it's because I still just got that Tennessee LSU butt whooping in my mouth.
Yeah.
I just didn't think Jaden Daniels was that good. Like, he's not bad. He's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've seen, bro, that style of quarterback never translates to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
As far as it hasn't since, I mean, what, Cam Newton? Let's just say it as it is. But Cam Newton also 250.
That's what I was about to say. You can't even compare that because Jaden is small, man. He better learn how to slide ASAP,
bruh, or else he will not have a neck. Literally, neck gone. Jaden Daniels, concussion. Like, so, but I think he's a good player. I think he's a good fit for Washington. But I'm interested to see what that looks like long term for him. But very excited. I think it's very surreal. Jalen Wright is going to Miami when that was kind of like his breakout in the 2022 Orange Bowl in Miami, in the same stadium that he'll be playing in Hard Rock. So like the implications on how he got to Miami, where that he wanted to be in Miami, and now that offense, bruh, like between Tua, Tyreek, Jay Wright, like they finally got what they were missing in Jalen Wright.
For sure.
That's what I'm excited about.
Same.
I think and everybody's like, I don't understand the Joe Milton to New England. Neither do I as far as scheme, but I understand because the head coach now is a VFL. Gerard Mayo is the coach for the Pats. And so it made sense in that sense to me. Like, it was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. VFL to VFL. But it's going to be hard for Joe to get on the field when they drafted Drake May. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, but then again, he might just be in the same boat he was when he first got to UT. So maybe he'll get to show his maturity with that. And, it's still a good check being that second, third string. But I'm rooting for all of them. But out of the people that was picked, I don't know if his injury played a part in it, but I was surprised by how late Haddon went. I expected him to be a little bit earlier than where he went.
I thought he was going 4th. I thought he was a 4th round lock, pretty much. But I think for him, he's got to be happy with the situation that he's going to the Chiefs. Like, you're going to be playing for a chip every single year. As long as Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are playing football, you can understand that you are going to more than likely be playing for a chip every year. So, and the Titans just got L'Jarius Sneed from the Chiefs. So Kamal come in and play well.
He's got a spot.
He's got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might get on the field at like the Star or something like that, because I'll tell you, bro, where Kamal hadn't struggled at Tennessee was not in man-to-man, and the Chiefs only play man-to-man. So that's why it makes sense. Like, yo, he could get clocked, because you tell Kamal Hadden to sit in a cover 2 zone, he gonna be lost. But if you tell him lock up, he locking up, period. He did that. He's done that since he's been at Tennessee. And when you playing cover 0 and it's like, hey, me versus you, Kamal Hadden is handling his business, bro. Period.
Sure.
That's why his PFF grade was the highest out of all cornerbacks. And this man played 6 games, bro. He plays 6.5, I guess you could say. And he still ended the year as almost the number one cornerback as far as in the Pro Football Focus grades. Like, that's nuts, bro. Imagine he played 12 games, and then I think he's definitely maybe even second, third round lock at that point.
Agree.
But of the guys that didn't get drafted, McCallan Castles, Jacob Warren, Aaron Beasley, Jabari Small, excuse me. Who am I missing? McCallan Castles, Jacob Warren, Aaron Beasley, Jabari Small.
You said
Ramel Keaton.
McCauley?
Yeah. Ramel Keaton went to the Raiders. I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one more person. Let's find out. We're going to get in here and find it all right here.
Small, Beasley, Judy Lawley, Crawford.
Gabe Judy Lawley to the Titans. That's right.
Yep.
Jalen McCullough to the Rams. Jeremiah Crawford gets picked up by the Panthers. D. Williams to Seattle. McCallan, Ramel.
Man.
Yeah, I know. He needed one more year, but he wanted to play receiver, bro. And it's like, with that receiver room now, D. Williams, you are not getting any snaps at receiver, bro. Like, I know you electric with the ball in your hands, but he knew that too. And he gonna go make some bread running kicks back, dude. He really will. So
exactly.
I always love to see when Vols stay in Tennessee. So with Jabari Small and Gabe Judy Lawley, really Gabe Judy Lawley is the most like, wow. I bet for him, he's like, man, my eyes are wide open because he started his career at Vandy. Was at Vandy 2 years, went to BYU, then came to Knoxville, and now he's back in Nashville. It's like where it all started for him. So I think that's really dope for his story. And then for Jabari, started at Briarcrest there in Memphis, came to Knoxville, and now he's went as far west, almost as far east, and now he's in Middle Tennessee with the Titans. So good opportunity for all of those guys. You know, I don't know how I feel about how many of our guys will stay in the league. I don't know, but I'm wishing them all well, and I'm hoping they can make a roster spot and really prove that, man, like this culture here in Knoxville, like it's visible now with guys getting to the league, whether they were unrestricted free agents or getting drafted. So this is Tennessee has now had back-to-back quarterbacks drafted in the last 2 drafts. So that's another big thing. It's like Heupel can develop quarterbacks, obviously. So it's going to be cool just to kind of see how those guys develop, but then also, you know, where their careers take off too. So
any of these players you see that you can see make an impact right away? Like for me, I'm really rooting for Aaron Beasley. I could see Beasley being a sleeper that's just going to make an impact. If Ramel Keaton could show us what he did the year before this one, I could see him on the field. There's something about Jacob Warren I really like. I don't know if it's just his size. I don't know. Hopefully he can fit in there. And I think Kamal Hadden, like we said, could definitely be on the field. But those are the ones for me that I feel like got a chance as a rookie, hopefully, to be at least for sure on the roster, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they can all make an impact. But I think for me, the no-brainer is Jalen Wright. Like, he's
Really?
Jay Wright was, dude, just the 0 to 100 type speed. You can't teach that, really. Like, that's just a gift. And I mean, he had runs of 80, 75 on Georgia. He had 60, 42 on Kentucky, 40 on South Carolina. Like, his runs are big, explosive runs. And he's got that what they call that home run ability, where all he needs is A gap open, I'm gone. And I think there was a stat that he had the most touchdowns last year with no contact. Like, basically, like, he had the most non-contact touchdowns because he just that explosive. Once he hits the hole, it's a wrap. If there's nothing else there, I realized how fast he was against Georgia. And he was making, dude, I'm watching the game. in the stadium. I'm sitting in my seat. I'm sitting in my seat like always. I'm like, yes, first play of the game. Yeah, we hype. Woo woo. It's Georgia. Woo woo.
First play.
We all know we still gonna get murdered. But the first play, he gave the whole stadium hope that we was gonna win. And then we had to throw the ball. And well, that's when we knew it was over.
Yeah.
We knew it was over. But I think it's Jalen Wright, bro. Mike McDaniel, like the coaching down there. And they're gonna get him in space and get him the football. And
it feels a different air. It feels a different air. You can argue that he might have went. I think he probably could have went earlier if it was a different air.
Yeah, this was the quarterback and receiver heavy draft to me.
Yeah,
like
it's just like basketball where this is style of football is just changing.
100%. 100%. Let's turn the table a little bit and let's talk a little bit about this basketball, man. Let's first start with VFL Candace Parker, obviously retiring from the WNBA. Man, talk a little bit about her impact to even you. Like, I mean, that was our era, bro. Growing up, it was like, bro, Candace Parker's so bad. Like, oh, I want to be with Candace Parker. Like, talk about Candace Parker and what she meant to, you know, that lineage of Pat. Like, she was really the last superstar, I would say, I guess, that was recruited and coached by Pat. And so what was her impact even on, you know, you growing up?
I remember that, like, well, one, they went back to back. So, I mean, how many people can say that they witnessed back to back championships? And, I mean, it was just a cool experience. Candace Parker, I know for me, I'm a forward center. So to see a big that could put it on the floor, bring it up the court and stuff like that, and also have a mid-range back to the basket face-up type of game. You could say that I try to model my game after hers a little bit over time. So that's pretty cool, especially being a women's basketball player, for me to say that I wanted to be someone like that. But Candace, that team was cool. And then she always takes time to give credit to Pat. And, you know, that's why the Lady Vols team is trying to make changes now, because just like football, they're trying to get back to that when we were at the top of the chain, the top of the ladder. But Candace Parker definitely left her mark, and I feel like she's at peace with her decision, and all the praise and respect to her. She definitely is a VFL and a GOAT.
Oh, yeah. You know, just kind of echoing you, man. Like, I remember in 2008 when they went and they won the chip, and I had never experienced the Lady Vols like being so dominant, even when UConn was so good back then too. So like to watch them just go back and forth and battle, it was like, dude, this is like insane. And the way that she single-handedly would take games over, and it'd just be like, yo, she can really get down and she can really play this game. And I mean, her legacy is going to live way past words can even comprehend. I think she left a mark on the WNBA. She won a chip there. She's a winner, and I feel like
she won too.
Yeah, so it's like if she can bring, you know, if I'm Kim Caldwell, I'm calling Candace. I need you to come talk to these girls.
For sure.
I need you to come talk to these girls. Just
whenever you want to show up, just pop up.
Just show up, hoop with us. I don't care. So yeah, Candace Parker, man. Shout out to Candace Parker, VFL, legitimate VFL forever. Before we hop into who ain't VFLs forever, this transfer portal. Let's talk a little bit about this. You texted me a couple weeks ago and was like, what did you think about the Kim Caldwell hire? I never asked you what you thought about the Kim Caldwell hire.
I ain't know nothing about it. Like that's what I'm saying. I was just like, what are we doing? We talking about the Lady Vols. I'm like, I was just like, we must what's her 80s name?
Danny White.
I was like, yeah, he under the bed looking like. I was just like, what is this? And I was like, this resume, I was just like, he must know what he's looking for specifically, and he's definitely going for a brand. Like he's definitely trying to go for offense, points. He's trying to make the game entertaining to watch. So I like that he's trying to go for a brand all the way around.
Yeah.
And honestly, you could say it's a good thing where we're going in like clean slate. Like this coach, we don't know. We gonna figure out who she is together, and we gonna figure out that she was the next best thing that we could have. And
Yeah.
so
I think here's the mark of somebody who is special and somebody who is probably going to be successful. That team from last year, one of them left.
and she
One.
didn't get the respect that she deserved, but keep going.
One of them left. You kept Puckett and Spear. Like you kept Jewel. Like you kept the nucleus. Now you did lose. You lost somebody who was special to the Lady Vols. But even with excuse me, even with the transition, when she came in and Stripling left, like I'm gonna just say, I gotta say it the way I want to say it. I think there was a meeting and maybe they sat through some talks or something, but there had to be some type of come together where she realized, like, I can't play in this offense. Like, it's not my type of offense to play in. What I mean by that is Stripling, I think she played like 35 games or something last year. She started 11 of them. She averaged like, I don't remember, like 6 or 7 a game. She shot 31% from 3. Here's the thing. We're going to be running now. This new offense, if you never watch Marshall play, bro, they are going to run 3 and D legit. Like I can't say women can't dunk, but you ain't gonna see a lot of layups. You're gonna see a bunch of transition threes. You'll see some layups if they're wide open, but you're never gonna see like, all right, we're in the half court set, ISO, somebody get into the cup. It's gonna be 3 and D. Run, run, run. She said that they press 90% of the game, bro.
Wow.
I don't think that was in Stripling's repertoire to she wouldn't have been successful. It's very similar to the Haley Van Lith transfer from LSU. You saw when she left Louisville, she went to LSU this past year. Haley Van Lith is cold.
They ruined
and
her. They messed her up.
and they made her run the point. She is a true 2 guard. Like, but they forced her to run the 1, and she was out of her element the whole year. So now she's going back somewhere else. She's going to TCU. And signing at TCU, now she's going to be able to really just get back in her bag. And I think it's going to put her into a place where when she gets to the league next year, 2 years from now, I guess, 18 months, it's going to be a different Haley Van Lith. So that's why I think the transition from Stripling, it wasn't that shocking, but it made sense.
I didn't know she said she presses that much. I have mixed emotions about pressing at that level. It can help you, but further in the season when you play better teams with better ball handlers, better IQ, I don't really think it's as efficient. You can do things to speed the game up, but I have mixed emotions about it. But yeah, I am excited to see what she does. I'm excited for a new style of basketball, women's basketball. So
as we were talking about VFLs, we're going to talk about these cats that ain't VFLs. Number one, what is happening in the transfer portal in basketball? Jonas Adu and obviously Tobe Awaka into the portal, and they have made their commitments. But let's talk about even the guys that left. Freddie DeLeon, he signed to Penn State. Weird. DJ Jefferson signed to Oakland or Longwood. Sorry.
That's a good fit for him.
And that's a great fit for him. Run, gun, shoot. That's all he gonna do. Dunk. He gonna dunk a lot. But the only the number one thing when Awaka announced Arizona, I literally said that makes sense. Like, I mean, the first thing I said, I saw it, I literally said out loud, that makes sense. Valo left. They lost all of their bigs. And Tobey said, you know what? I'm getting out of the SEC. Like, I'm going to go and make myself known. Right? I respected it. I'm like, I'm still mad that he left. Told we needed you. Like, bro, you was going to probably start. Like, it's why it didn't make sense to me what you transitioned for. But the one that I just cannot wrap my mind around is Jonas Adu to Arkansas. I cannot understand. I can't understand transitioning to the same conference, playing the same teams twice a year. You're going to have to come to Knoxville, buddy. You're going to have to come to Knoxville. What the heck do you think is going to happen, bro?
He worried about the check, and he worried about playing for Calipari. That man trying to get to the league. This is an individual business move. And from that standpoint, I see it. You need a bigger offensive bag. So who's the man that's going to give you an offensive bag and an offensive green light? Calipari. Go ahead, Adu, because you're not getting no bag here with Barnes. So you ain't getting nothing. You're getting a little snack-sized Ziploc bag with Barnes. You better go get you a duffel with Calipari.
See, I wonder what the NIL valuation is for our basketball program. Like, how much are we giving to people? I wonder what that is, because every time I see them posting, they had plugged in Knoxville buying shoes, so they got money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I honestly was gonna be more. I would have been more willing to accept it if he truly went to North Carolina, like, because that was supposedly the next highest on his list. But the Arkansas thing just puts a bad taste in my mouth, because I hate Cal and I hate Arkansas in general. Like, I just hate Arkansas. Every time Tennessee plays Arkansas, it is always a war. Like, and now it's gonna be even worse. Like, it's
I kind of like Cal in a weird way, but go ahead.
What I'm saying is, I hate Cal as a competitor, because he always gets stars, bro, and they're always good, even if they suck. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they suck, they good because they got some good players.
Right.
I love the move for him to Arkansas. The first time I saw him put on that red pullover, I was like, bro, you look like you've been there. Like, that red looked good on him. I'll say this out loud on Straight Up Tennessee right now. I have always loved Arkansas's like jerseys. Like, I think they're so tough, bro. With the Razorback, and then they got the old school Razorback, Arkansas Razorbacks like print. I always love red, black, and white. Like, that's tough, bro. You can wear so many accessories and they'd be fire.
You can't go wrong with red. And plus, their basketball environment is slept on. They get good crowds. They have a good environment.
Bud Walton is a scary place to play. They call it the Palace. It's a scary place to play, and it's gonna be booming now for sure.
Oh, yeah.
If Eric Musselman had it jumping, it's finna be lit. So I'm still pissed off though. I think Jonas, I hope that he gets everything he needs offensively, and really bigger than that, bro. Like, I hope he gains 20 pounds. That's really all he needs. Like, his bag is not bad. Like, he got a nice turnaround. He got a nice little jumper. But I'm hoping that gaining some weight and gaining some confidence is what propels him to the next level, because the difference, I think, in Cal and Barnes is the biggest difference is I feel like Cal's just going to let you play.
For sure.
You're going to play through your mistakes. Because if Rob Dillingham just turned the ball over just now. He just did it right now. And he's still playing through. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's what I'm saying. Rob turned the ball over so much last year, and he let him play through it. And they let him play through it. And I think that's the thing that Barnes is like, man, you make a mistake. He don't care if it's your best play, if it's best. Like, Dalton Connect would go down the court. I vividly remember this. Against Auburn, we're down early in the second half. He's in foul trouble a little bit. He gets a ball, cross, pushed in the lane, two hands, nasty. Well, he's celebrating, and then Janai Broom scores on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
Barnes like, I don't care. I don't care that you score. But
Especially if
like,
his defense, Barnes ain't going.
nah, he pulls.
Barnes is going to show if you don't like the shot. Like you'll look at him, he got his hands up and all this stuff. Timeout, they'll zoom in, and players don't want to deal with that no
Yeah.
more. And
Yeah.
you can tell Tennessee's kind of robotic, and it reflects why. So I can understand why people. Yeah, it's just that's a whole conversation. I always wonder how we get like some of the players we do get. Like
I think because we win, like we're winners, and
but it doesn't translate.
Barnes made Connect better.
How?
But go back and watch some tape.
That man still sucks at defense.
But sucks at defense and not good is two different things. I don't think he sucks anymore. I don't think he's not. I just don't think he's good at it, because you go back and watch from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They would put him in rotations early in the year, and he had no idea where he was going. When they start putting him in more rotations, so it's the back half of the year, he would get there. It's just he don't know how to break down into a stance and make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like his understanding of where to be changed, but like he still just is not a defensive kind of like go-getter. But give him the ball and watch him work.
Man,
you know,
they picking that man apart in the league. They gonna screen and switch till they get him on open. They gonna do like Kobe. You know, when Kobe did like that, he said, "You know what that mean? That means get the hell out the way."
I think he's gonna be fine in the league, not defensively, but I mean, Luka Doncic can't play defense either. He's trash. That's why they lost the other game, bro. Kyrie out there balling. And Luka still had 20-something, but he was getting put in rotation so much, getting lazy out there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But what do you think about the pickups, though, for Tennessee, bro? Like, as much as we lost, I feel like here's Dalton Connect was the beginning of Barnes changing the way he thinks about a roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you now just got two dogs in Darlin Stone Dubar and Milicic. Dude is like, I didn't realize he was really like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, how you saying? Where are you getting dog from? Because I watched his highlights within the last 12 hours. Now he can shoot. Like that's all I saw. He can shoot that thing. Great form. It's quick, yeah, but I ain't really seen him create his shot outside of that. But we do need better shooters though, so I'm not mad at that at all. But you think he gonna be like creating his own bucket? Did you see any of that?
I didn't see a lot of that, but I think that with how much Zakai and even Gainey, we saw Gainey do this, but like how much we can actually get a foot in the lane as a guard.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
To have that actually there to where if we can get it to you, like Don Connect DK had a lot of open threes last year because of the penetration of the other guards. And so if it's the thing, here's what we have not had. Dalton Connect was close to it, but I would call DK an improviser. Like he can just go get it. We haven't had just one of those dudes that we say, bro, like every time it releases off his hand, like it's just going in. Like we just know that. You know what I'm saying? DK was pretty much like that. Like it was really cool to be like, oh yeah, that's cash. Like we know that's in. But now you're adding more of those. Darlin Stone Dubar, he can hoop.
Yeah, I give you that one. He looked like
he had averaged 18 and 7 and 5 and shot 40% from 3, bro. Bro, give him the ball. Give him the rock. Just let him work. And he's 6'8", 215. Like I feel like he is gonna have success in the SEC. And I think it's because not only does his length kind of scare some people, but like he can actually score the basketball. And you add, like you said, we got added Milicic. I hated losing Cade Tyson, but I knew as soon as North Carolina came calling, he was going to Carolina.
Who's that? Remind me, what number?
The cat. He was the white dude from Belmont.
Okay.
He signed with North Carolina. But how you say dude's name?
I was gonna say just Buddy from Ohio State. I think it's
I don't even know how to say his name. Okpara.
Hey, forgive
Okpara.
us, man. You just signed. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out.
Okpara.
Now
Okpara.
him, I like what I see. Now that's a true lob threat, and
Yes.
he gets great positioning on boards. He's got a good right hook from what I saw. High energy. He would be great in a pick and roll offense, but we don't do that. But from what I saw, he's not really that big. He looks like he's undersized. Not undersized, but he don't look like he's thick or anything. But having a shot blocker and a rim threat with was the Kai and all of those things, that's a good plug-in. I do like what we're picking up in the portal. Like from a couple episodes when we were like, I don't know what there's to be excited about. We don't know what we're getting.
Yep.
I see the pieces he's plugging the pieces in.
He's definitely plugging the pieces in. And Felix Okpara, he's 6'10", 245.
Oh, he's 245?
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah. So sorry, he's 6'11". 6'11", 235. There we
go. No, he need gain weight.
I need 15, bro. Give me 15. Give me 15 solid boys. Man, and the thing, well, like, I want a 6'11" dude that looked like Oscar Sheboy. Like, just muscle, bro. Like,
that was Tobe.
Yeah. So now he's gone to Arizona. So we're gonna have to holler at you. I mean, if the season started today, who would your 5 be?
That's hard to say because I ain't seen everybody. I mean, if we're going off just the tape, all right, let's go. Buddy from Ohio State, Okpar. Okay. We gonna learn it.
Yeah.
Dang, who's gonna be my 4? Okay, new dude from. I gotta learn these names. Who's the guy we was talking about that was averaging 18?
Darlington Dubar.
He's gonna be my 4.
He's gonna play the 4. Okay.
My 3, I guess we'll go. How tall is the dude from Charlotte?
6'8", 6. No, I think
he's 6'8".
Yeah, I mean he tall. He tall, bro.
All right, he's gonna be my 3. We're gonna go Gainey at my 2 and Sakai at the 1, and then we'll have not Gainey, Meshack. I want Meshack at my 2, and Gainey's coming off the bench.
There we go. So let's see.
We still ain't got no depth,
bro.
Because outside of that,
he's 6'10", bro.
He's 6'10".
He's 6'10". Igor Milicic is 6'10".
Okay,
so
well then flip him. He's gonna be my 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna surprise you a little bit with mine. I think. Okay. I'm gonna go Zakai at the 1, Shaq at the 2, Cameron Carr at the 3.
Okay, light skin guy.
Yep.
Okay.
Cameron Carr at the 3, Dubar at the 4, and Okpara at the 5.
Okay.
I think, man, I don't know, bro. Cameron Carr surprised me last year. In the limited minutes he got, he was so productive every time. Like, he never got out there and was looking lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of what Zakai did that Kennedy Chandler year. Like, when they would sub Zakai, and now Zakai played way more minutes than Cameron Carr, but when they would put Z in and give KC a break, he never looked lost. Was he flustered at times? Yeah, I mean, you playing point guard at 5'9" as a freshman in the SEC. Duh. But he never looked like, I'm not supposed to be here. And that's what Cameron Carr did. Like, Cameron Carr got in the NCAA tournament and pulls a contested 3 in the corner, like, oh, I do this, and knocks it down and changed that game, the Creighton game, bro. Like, completely changed how that game was early, because we was a little shaky. Like, we was going on a scoring drought. Barnes looking for anything, and Cameron Carr comes in and makes a play. And so I'm like, if he works, I mean, the kid he's young, he's 6'6", long. I think he's got a 7'1" wingspan at 6'6", bro. Like, that's nuts. So I think Cameron Carr's got a shot, but Meshack got to start for me. He just also, I just need him to shoot the ball more. I don't care if you miss, shoot, bro. Shoot the ball. At least you getting shots up and your confidence can build some way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So
If he can be a
That's just
consistent spot up shooter, that's a threat alone because he can drive. We all know he can drive and finish at the rim. So
yeah.
if he can at least be like a spot up shooter, I hope someone's in Meshack's ear. Like if you bring your offense along the way, you have a chance to the league because you're athletic enough and you play defense well enough. You can potentially be a 3-and-D. It's a
Yep.
stretch, but there's potential there. And I need
Yep.
Sakai to get a floater.
Bro. He tried.
He need to get some touch on that floater.
Must be clonking off the back of the clunk, clunk. I'm like, dude, what, dude? What are you doing? So, man, bro, that was today is loaded, bro. We have a lot that we had to talk about, but man, we got so much more coming down the pipe. We got a lot of things shaping up for the summer months. July is going to be a banger, y'all. We're going to be back to our 3 episodes a week. And then once we get into August, man, that first game, we're going to be back on 4. But it's going to be a fire time. I'm excited for what's to come. Obviously, man, you want any Tennessee news, Titans, from the Vols to the Grizzlies, y'all know, hop in right here on Straight Up Tennessee. Man, next week we'll be back with another episode. I'm sure we're going to have more drama to talk about. We're going to have to find something else. But man, I can't wait to hop back on and hang out with the fam. So y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Click the follow button right now on Insta. Click the follow button on Twitter. Share this thing out. Hit the little square with the arrow. Beep, beep, beep. Arrow. Share it out. Y'all know what to do, man. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Y'all know what it is, man. For my guy Sales, your boy Ruck in the building. And y'all already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back next week for another episode.